This is what you call the double scoop. We had to learn this one pretty quick.
Should we do each other's icks? Like what's... I had a bit of a journey with my whole breastfeeding journey so far. I was hardly getting anything off. Nowhere near enough to feed both babies. What the hell was that?
Yeah, did that guy just lick a leaf?
Boys,
Oh, no.
you better get used to
Ari's
this shot.
crying.
I don't blame him. I will be in a minute.
Oh,
I told you.
where did you find it?
I got a salted caramel shake. Mate, how am I going to eat this?
Guys, I think this is going to be a bit of a disaster.
I've got a visitor who doesn't want to go for a nap. Look at it.
Good morning everybody and welcome back to our channel. So I am probably the most hated person in this house right now because I've got everybody up nice and early because we've got a fun packed day, haven't we, Fab? Fab's like, no, I need a lot of caffeine if I'm not going to be grumpy today.
I'm tired and I'm grumpy.
And the boys are really grumpy with me, aren't
Yeah,
you?
because we're usually asleep by now. They're 1 month old today.
They are. Happy
Wow.
1 month birthday, boys.
Happy birthday.
I mean, they're not their best pleased.
Oh, what he just said.
Their outfits are so cute today, by the way, guys. Look.
Oh, yes, they look cool today.
Show everybody your outfit. Hey everybody,
This
it's from
comes
Morrison's. How cute, it's got like a little bear on.
Morrison's do good, baby.
No, why are you looking like that for? We are going to register the boys today. So we've got to go back to Worcester where they were
their
born.
names last minute to Tony and Ted.
No. And we're also going for a look around Worcester, aren't we?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Christmas shopping and some good food. And
Yeah.
hopefully the Christmas markets are on,
I know.
so I can have a big long sausage.
I think they are. Okay. I'm gonna get ready now and I'm gonna go make myself a coffee and then I'm gonna sit down and I'm gonna talk about the whole breastfeeding journey because on the last video I said, do people want me to talk about it? And quite a few of you asked me to talk about it.
Do you know what I'm going to do now?
What?
Go to sleep.
No, you're not. You've got things to do. I need you to go and walk the dog.
Oh, have you seen outside? It's basically like we're at the North Pole. The dog will freeze. Ask him if he wants to go.
I went downstairs. Guess where the dog was?
Where?
Just have a guess. Guess
Under
where he
the
was.
table?
No.
On the table.
On the table.
No.
He'd slept on the table last night.
He got on the table
Yeah.
and slept.
Yeah.
You go walkies? You go walkies?
Fab is going to take the dog for a walk and I'm going to get ready. But as I get ready, like I said, I was going to just sit and talk about my whole breastfeeding journey because I think since the last video, a lot has kind of changed in the, a lot has changed since then. I'll first start off by saying my plan was kind of not to breastfeed and not to pump as much as I am. I never put pressure on myself at the start of being pregnant. Actually being pregnant, I said that I was going to formula feed because I was absolutely petrified about not being able to provide enough milk for the two of them, and then that was going to have a knock-on effect. By the way, if you can hear those noises, the boys are literally just here, and we have spoke about it before, but they are so noisy. So yeah, the plan was to kind of formula feed and see if I could produce milk. Because if you're a first time mum, you don't know how much your body's going to produce. And for me, that was really worrying because I've got to have a plan for everything and I've got to, I don't know, be organised. So the plan was always to formula feed and then kind of top up with breast milk. However, when I was pregnant and towards the last, well, it was the last week, so when I reached 35 weeks, the midwife said that I could start collecting colostrum. Now, I'd not really read much into collecting colostrum, so I gave it a go, did some research on how to do it, and actually managed to get off quite a lot of colostrum in the end. When I first started collecting colostrum, I got hardly anything. Like, I got about 0.1 mil.
You got to say though that you really did. She was spending ages doing it.
Yeah.
Me and you were actually doing it together.
We were.
We were spending like an hour at a time.
Trying to get some off. And they say online to only collect colostrum for like
Right, bye boys.
10 minutes. Well, it's just carnage in his house. So like Fab said, it took us ages to get colostrum off to start with. So like the first day that we tried, we were there for like an hour and I got like 0.1 mil off, which is nothing. And it was really disheartening. And then that was another trigger for me to think, right, no, I can't produce milk. I'm just gonna formula feed the babies, which before I go on, there is absolutely nothing wrong with formula feeding. I don't care what anyone else says. There is nothing wrong with formula feeding. If you are formula feeding your child, then good for you because your child is being fed. I continue to collect colostrum and I started by doing it 3 times a day. And like I said, that first day I got hardly anything off, and it was really disheartening for me. Especially with having twins, because there's 2 mouths to feed. Anyway, I kept going with it. I did it 3 times a day, and the things that worked for me to up my colostrum were making sure I was nice and relaxed. I had to squeeze, I don't know if this is too much for YouTube, I don't know, but I had to squeeze a lot closer to my nipple than the video suggested. As the days went on, that's what I did, and by the end of it I was able to get, well, it was actually in hospital, and when the boys had just been born, I was able to get like 3 mil off each side. So I think the more you do it, the more it gets better, you produce more. And then on to breastfeeding. So my milk came in on 3 days after they were born, and it came on in hospital, and my goodness, the hormones that come with that are just intense. I mean, we spoke about it in the last video, but because I've got history of mental health in my family, when you become pregnant, if you've got history of mental health in your family, you get referred to the mental health team, because pregnancy can basically spark mental health issues, and if it runs in your family, I think you're more susceptible to getting like mental health issues from pregnancy. And they said to me, just be careful at day 3 to day 7, because you can get things called baby blues. So my milk came in, and oh my goodness, I just couldn't stop crying. Like, I just couldn't, I was crying over everything. And it went on for a few days. And obviously when you've been told that from a mental health expert, I don't know what to call them, it can be quite worrying when you're just constantly crying when you've just had babies. So yeah, my milk came in, I was hardly getting anything off, nowhere near enough to feed both babies. 10 mil maybe, 5 mil. But it went from that yellowy consistency to white. So we started off by just combi feeding them, giving them that bit of breast milk, and then topping up with formula. Again, like the colostrum, as it went on, the days went on and I pumped more, my milk got more and more and more. However, it still wasn't enough to feed both babies, because they kind of went straight up to 50 mil really quickly. So that means that I've got to produce 100 mil, obviously, to feed both babies every 3 hours. And then, on the day we came home from hospital, I had the worst pain in my boobs, like, ever. I think my body was just trying to produce loads of milk, and obviously I was only pumping every 3 hours, so my boobs were just getting way too full too quickly. The pain was pretty horrific, and they were, like, rock solid. When I say rock solid, I mean rock solid. They were like, I just had free surgery. And then all of a sudden, so what was that day? On about day 7, I started producing so much milk, like I want to say like 150 mil per side. Because I was having the pain from not expressing, I was pumping more, so I was ending up pumping like every 2 hours, and that was through the day and through the night, to just relieve that pain of being so full. So yeah, and then I was producing 150 mil, so that's more than enough to feed both babies and to also be able to store some in the fridge. This is going to be such a long clip. It was going to kill me. The tiredness hit, and I couldn't express through the night because I was just so tired. I was literally just feeding the babies and going to sleep. So I obviously wasn't expressing off my milk, which they do advise you do not do if you're expressing. You need to be expressing every 3 hours minimum, and you also need to be expressing through the night. So I was going through the night without expressing, and then just expressing in the morning, which then caused me to get mastitis and have an infection and need to go on antibiotics, which I think we briefly touched on in the bedroom when I was with Fab. But then I was then put on antibiotics, which meant that the babies went off my milk, which was really worrying, and Ari also got a rash on his face. So I was worried that my antibiotics were causing him to have a rash. So we took him to the doctors, and we also called the health visitor. And the health visitor basically said that the rash was probably baby acne, but the antibiotics can cause my milk to taste different, and the boys just weren't drinking their milk. We then stopped feeding them breast milk. I was still expressing, and I thought we could like give them milk baths or something, like we could do something with the milk. I didn't want to just pump it off and then chuck it away, basically, because pumping is a task within itself. Yeah, we stopped feeding them breast milk for about 24 hours, and we were just feeding them formula milk. And then the dirty nappies completely stopped, which then was worrying as well, because like we said in the last video, whenever we changed the nappy, they had a dirty nappy, so it was completely off for them. And then they were starting to become uncomfortable, like straining a lot more. And we fed them formula for 24 hours. And then I just got this urge to want to try them on my breast milk again, and they both took the breast milk. So I don't know if they've just got used to the taste of the breast milk from the antibiotics, or who knows. Long story short, I had a bit of a journey with my whole breastfeeding journey so far, but I haven't given up yet. I mean, I have totally felt as if I wanted to give up. And then when we put the boys on formula because of the antibiotics and mastitis was extremely painful, I just thought, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm not pumping, I'm not feeding them breast milk, I'm just going to go on to formula. But then I've given myself another chance and I'm going to keep going, although the whole journey of pumping and breastfeeding is hard. It's really hard. And then the guilt you feel is added on top. And I just want to say here that if you are breastfeeding and if you are finding it hard, and if it's affecting your mental health so much so that you're not enjoying the whole process of it, please don't feel guilty for wanting to give up. I think there's so much pressure on mothers to breastfeed their children that our mental health and our feelings just get pushed aside. And I'm not saying this as, oh, if you're finding it hard, just give up because that's the easy option. No, what I'm saying is you need to look after you, because if you're not looking after you, you can't look after your babies. And the whole pumping, expressing, breastfeeding journey is a lot on mothers, and I don't think many people really understand that. Here he is, Mr. Attention Seeker 5000. Aren't you? Honestly, I've got one eye of makeup done and I am ready for the day. I have not had my hair like this since a music festival in 2021. I don't know if I'm vibing it. I don't know. I've seen a lot of people having their hair like this recently, and it just inspired me to want to have my hair like this. By the way, if you can hear that noise, that's our shower. Our shower makes a really strange noise. However, it sends the boys to sleep.
Right, boys are in their car seats, ready to go. Just had a bit of a panic because the boiler didn't come on, but it's so cold outside that the condenser pipe had actually frozen outside. I just poured some hot water over the pipe for like 10 minutes and it's unfroze it now, reset the boiler. If you watched our Q&A, you would have heard me say that how anxious I am about taking them outside, but since then, the health visitor came, we had a chat to her and she said that it's actually good for them to get out, get fresh air, as long as you know, keep them warm. So I feel like I've kind of overcome that fear now.
And she also said that they're getting sniffly noses because the heating is dry, so it will cause them to have snuffly noses if you don't take them out.
Yeah, which I didn't even consider that.
I didn't have time to pump this morning, so I am pumping in the car on the way to Worcester because I got sent this Tommy Tippy pump machine and you can pump on the go, so that's what I'm doing. I'm pumping in the car and I will show you how much I can get off. So I've just been pumping for 10 minutes and I've got off around 210.
People always ask, how do we decide who goes on top?
We don't.
It's just whoever comes out first, or if one of them's crying more, they will come out first. It's the same with feeding. Whoever wakes first is the first person who I will get. So it's never, but what we do is if I notice that I've had Noah or Ari for like multiple times, we will switch. But we don't consciously choose who goes on top or who gets fed by who. So we are in a place called Boston Tea Party in Worcester, which is really good. I have got a flat white. This is what I dream for my latte art to be like one day maybe. I've got a Christmas scone and then Elle's got a cake as well. Apparently, look, this place is the most ethical cafe in the UK. What do you think of that, boys? Pretty cool, huh? Okay, I kind of underestimated how big this was going to be. Did you get the veggie version?
Yeah,
with bacon. Just not feeding any meat.
Well, I don't really like the sausages, so...
No? Look at it, what is that? I'm actually so full now, are you?
That's the most food we've ever eaten since the boys have been born.
I know. Yeah, it is actually. Usually it's like a couple bites of toast.
And then they scream.
Yeah. So we got a bit of time to have a look around the shop. Guess where we're going? I'll give you one guess.
What the hell was that?
Yeah, did that guy just lick a leaf?
I know, and then he was carrying his rucksack really weird, and I thought, oh my god. But yeah, he was being really weird with his rucksack.
And then he stopped and licked the leaf or stroked it. Each to their own.
I know, and then I was like, what the hell?
Look tasty.
She's in her element here, aren't you?
We've not been shopping since the boys were born. Well, in fact, I've not been shopping since
Yeah,
I
there's
was
only
like
a tiny
32
Primark in
weeks.
where we live, and this is a decent one in Worcester. So, boys,
Oh, no.
you better get used to
Ari's
this shop.
crying.
Is he? Yeah, I don't blame him. I will be in a minute as well. We just came down in the lift, and she's almost fainted. Why is that? Did it make you feel dizzy?
I don't know, it makes me feel funny.
That's weird, isn't it? You're right
Happened when
now.
I was with your mum. and then-
Yeah, we'll have to get some more water. We've just found these. Oh, are they real? They're
Yeah.
plastic.
Or do you want green ones?
They're plastic. Are they? No, they're not real.
Wax feels like plastic.
Does it?
Yeah.
No. Yeah, we need these for our dining table for Christmas. They got pink green, do you reckon? Ellen's second favourite shop. How annoying. I found this really cool jumper in H&M that says Creative Collective. They've only got a large. But I have also found this long sleeve collar top. Might get it. I gave them to you at the Boston Tea Party. I ain't got them. Hey! Watch out, collision! Let's go and get these boys registered. What do you think of that, boys? We didn't film anything in there because it was just a room, but the boys are now registered. The boys have gone down for a nap now, and to be honest, I don't think we're going to be far behind them. Up until this point, I've not needed to nap in the day, but today I am wiped out. It's all caught up on me, and I think because we've been out all day, it's tired me out even more, so I'm going to try and have a nap. Before my nap, of course, I need to open my advent calendar. Woo! You need to go to sleep, mister. That's it, go to sleep. Me and Al have been putting in a shift. Is that hot? We've just cleaned all the bottles and done the cheeky wipes, washed them. Was there any nuggets in there? Was there a few nuggets? God. You managed to get that one out of your pants yet?
Oh, not this again. He's lying, by the way, guys. I didn't have any nuggets in there.
Are you going to have a nap with me, or are you just going to supervise? After this, I mean. Do you want me to do it? Ready?
No.
Hold the bottom. Have you released the valve? No. Now
Why do you have to do that?
Because the pressure builds up. Are you napping with me or not? Doesn't look like you're tired.
No, I'm not tired.
You're not?
No.
Well, you can supervise then. Ruse, do you want to tell him?
Rue's gone home.
Rue's gone home. His bed's gone.
Right, I've got something. Let's do this.
What?
This is a trend on TikTok, but I thought we could do it on YouTube.
What?
Should we do each other's icks? Like what's
What?
what
Yeah.
do I do that gives you the ick?
Okay, let me just check the voice again. When you send your food back sometimes and you be really fussy about your food at a restaurant, if she doesn't like, but I get why, but sometimes she'll be like a
No,
Karen. You can be a Karen.
If my food comes, yeah.
You-
Okay. No, if my food comes and it's like burnt or something, or
No.
like it's cold, I'll send it back.
But I also love that as well.
You pay over the top
Yeah,
for food
that's
when you
what I
go
mean.
out. And what's the point of paying for food if it's not right?
Really, I just respect it because I know that I'm a little
Worse.
and I won't send it back. So I'm just a bit jealous.
You actually ask me sometimes, you tell him.
When have I said that? Huh?
All the time. for
Right.
that.
So that's one ick.
Okay, do you know what mine is?
Go on then.
When you sing.
What do you mean when I sing?
I hate it when you sing.
What? Jokingly sing? I don't ever seriously sing.
Fab asked Alexa to play Christmas songs in the kitchen the other day.
I was just having a Christmas
and so I couldn't
sing-along.
hear him. He was probably going for it.
To be fair, it does actually give me the ick when people sing and they can't sing. You know when people think they can sing and they can't.
Yeah.
I think we are unanimous.
Unless you can
The
sing,
only person who
unless you
doesn't
have
give
a
us
good-
the ick is Megan Grubb.
Yeah.
When she sings, and she might be watching this. You can actually sing, but when people sing and they're like really think they're hitting the notes, but they're just, it's just a bit like.
Or,
Please stop.
no, you know what really gives me the ick?
What?
When people,
What?
when people are singing in the car and like somebody loses signals. You know the ick for you.
That you don't ever try different new foods. You just have your bloody same palate, and you're just so childish that you don't even want to try.
Right,
anything.
okay, and that's one of my icks for you. The fact that you buy food and then you're like, "Ugh, it's horrible."
I don't. I just
So you
try.
don't
I
eat
just
it.
try
And
everything.
then, so he'll buy food. Like we'll go and get snacks from the shop or something. He'll get snacks that he's never had before, not like them, and then want to eat mine.
That's you play the game, you know. Sometimes you get a good one, sometimes you get a bad one.
In fact, he'll go, "Elle, can we take a picture for Instagram?" But it won't just be take a picture. It's like setting up blinking producing studio for cameras, lights, everything, getting camera angles.
Not for pictures. That's for videos.
And then by the time that he's set
That's
it all
an
up,
ick.
it's
Why is
Christmas
that
Day.
an ick? Because it looks good.
No, because it's just annoying.
Oh, you know what then? I'll leave you in the darkness and I'll just light myself up. Is that alright?
Oh, then another one.
To be honest with you, I don't actually have many icks for you.
Oh.
And that, like, I hate to say that, but I actually don't have many. Alright, what's your ick about Mum?
He's asleep. Why have you picked him up?
He pretends out. He pretends in the cot, he kicks off, and then you pick him up and he's like, no, I'm behaving.
Aww. No nougat.
I just can't believe they're 1 month. 1 month.
I know, mad, right?
So we've been at home, actually, we've only been home for 3 weeks.
Yeah, because we were basically
So-
in hospital for the first week, weren't
Yeah. But they're changing every day.
we? Yeah, they are. He's
Like,
changed again. His eyes have changed
They're so
again.
alert now, and their eyes are changing. And night time, they'll sit up and they will.
They literally
stare
look
at
at you now, don't they? They're like,
And they're so strong, like their heads now. They'll put themselves into the comfy position, won't they? We're gonna go and chill for the night now. We'll catch you another time, probably tomorrow. Bit of wax, that's too much. A little bit of wax. Rub it in the hands. Messy on the front. Push it down the side. And we're pretty much good to go. What I found.
so we are back now. Fab is on dad duty. Both babies need feeding, so we've got to be super quick.
Yeah.
But we just wanted to show you what we got from. It's actually called the Food Warehouse. But I think they sell like things from Iceland.
I think it is Iceland because I saw one there exclusive to Iceland.
Oh.
And that's why Mum shop at Iceland.
So basically, we are providing food for Christmas Eve, and then my dad's doing Christmas Day. So we've got picky bits for.
My favourite. That was really cool in there. It's like an industrial.
It's like a wholesaler's. Isn't
Wholesalers, yeah.
it? So we've got Doritos. These were a lot cheaper than buying the 3 individual packs.
Doritos are elite
The
crisp.
flavours.
All 3 flavours are banging.
Yeah, true. Got some mince pies, like cured meats. I actually wasn't allowed to eat these during pregnancy, so I'm really looking forward to these. Turkey and cranberry snack
Oh, I'm
rolls. So they're
excited
like
for them.
sausage rolls, aren't they? We've got my brother a whoopee cushion because he is obsessed with burping and
Brussels
farting.
sprout.
He's at that age now. Some stuff for cookies. So just
Yeah,
chocolate
we're gonna
and
bake
stuff.
some. What do we get? We got chocolate orange and Milky Bar.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do some cookies in a bit.
Yeah. Olives, because you can't go wrong with olives. And we got some dip for the crisps. Oh gosh.
We're gonna feed you in a minute.
Mini pork ribs, which are actually TGI Fridays. Greg's festive bakes.
I'm
'cause you
excited
can't go
about
wrong with
them.
those.
Cook at home. I
They
wonder
are
if they're any good.
delicious. Vegetable spring rolls. These Malteser dessert cups. These look insane. I think they're like white chocolate,
and then
with
these.
ice cream and then Maltesers on the top. Delicious. Tex-Mex platter.
You know we're not gonna have space for all this in our freezer.
We got chicken poppers or popsters.
Right, alright. I'm gonna throw it. You catch it in your mouth because I can't reach. Ready?
And we got some cheese bites, which are mature cheese and cream and mozzarella. So they basically look like the camembert things from McDonald's. And then Fab got a Lewis Capaldi pizza.
Yes, I didn't even know. My
the
friend
big,
George put
sexy,
this.
meaty one.
Like me, that is. George put this on his. My friend George. You're covering me with the pizza here.
Sorry.
My friend George put that on in our group chat, and I was like, "What? Lewis Capaldi does pizzas." Apparently, he said the best pizza he's ever had from a supermarket. So that's a big statement. I might have that for tea actually.
Was that you or the baby?
No, it's the baby. And we also got the baby some more zip-up sleep suits. Are they zip-up? Vests.
The long sleeve vests, because they're growing out of everything. We weren't prepared for them to grow out of their newborn stuff so quickly.
Yeah, they are growing fast. And we also got 2 bottles of gripe water, but guess who smashed one on the way in? Because I was trying to carry too much stuff. And my clumsy spell has really come back. I've fallen down the stairs twice in the last week.
You smacked your head on the stairs twice.
I've smacked my head. I've smashed a lampshade with my head. I keep dropping stuff. Luckily the babies I've not dropped.
So we're going to put all this away, feed the babies.
Yeah, feed the babies, chill for this afternoon, then do a bit of baking.
We need to do the bottles.
Bottles? Okay, do the bottles, then chill.
Then chill.
Having kids is like having a never-ending to-do list.
We also need to give them a bath.
Here's an unintentional eyeball. You don't even want to see what's below the pixels. The Iceland order's turned up.
So this Iceland order was meant to come yesterday, and I thought it wasn't going to come because I've had issues with my PayPal at the moment. Not my PayPal, my Apple. Hello!
Are you joking now? I knew that would happen. I knew it would happen.
Did you keep the Iceland receipt? We could take the stuff back.
I don't know. Did you get a receipt? The Iceland blokes are looking in like, are they doing a haul? To be fair, we didn't buy a hell of a lot from thingy.
We haven't got room in the freezer.
I'm sure your mum could keep it in the freezer, maybe. So much stuff.
Hello? Hello? Mum, I've had a disaster.
What can we get rid of? To me, to you, to me.
Wait, how are we going to open this?
Like this. I think we've managed to do it. We've taken everything out the boxes. You were good at Tetris, weren't you, as a child?
Huh?
You were good at Tetris. Go on, give it a kick. Where's the other drawer? Let's show him. Show him the bottom drawer. Look at that. To the brim. Bottles at the ready. It's feed time. They're like 90% in sync. Noah has been waking. I think it's because last night he didn't sleep, did he?
No.
So he's a little bit out of sync, but Ari's still flat out. We just put in an absolute shift, didn't we?
Loads done.
We literally got loads done. Considering I was like, oh, I'm going to go and have a nap. We both had a coffee. I think that was Elle's first time having caffeine.
Caffeine. My God, I was literally like running around.
Was that the first time in like months?
Months. Even
when
we were trying to conceive, I didn't have caffeine.
Oh my God. Is it nice to have that boost again?
I mean, I've got a lot done.
Tidied everywhere, cleaned the kitchen, cleaned the prep machines.
Done the washing.
Although, got upstairs, ready.
We've done one load of washing.
Yeah, we're just drowning in washing.
In the tumble dryer. Can you go and check if it's finished?
Yeah, I'll go and check it. With that being said, being productive is not our main priority. These boys are the priority, but if we can get stuff done, we will get stuff done.
He's got their giddy up.
The boys are having some playtime because they're wide awake. What's this? They're way too young to know what is going on here, but I put Noah up against the kitchen mirror the other day so that he could see himself, and he was just staring for ages. It was well funny. Here is the Lewis Capaldi pizza. Decent amount of toppings on there. Let's give it a taste test. Wow.
Is it good?
It's like barbecue-y, lots of toppings. Bit of spice to it. Would recommend. Well done, Lewis Capaldi. Right, dinner is done. We're watching The Traitors. If you haven't watched this, if you remember Raven as a kid, if you're from the UK, it's the adult version of that. It's very good. We've got these Malteser cups, right, Al?
That's one of the best things I've ever put in my mouth.
Should we put the Christmas lights on?
Yeah.
Yay. I've been sat here editing a reel with a cryy baby on me.
Why is he whinging?
I don't know. You've been alright up until now. Elle popped out to Morrison's, didn't you?
Yeah. And then went to KFC because KFC is right by Morrison's.
This vlog is basically just us
eating crap. December's actually really hard, I find, especially when you've got babies, because December's a month where you just can't be asked to like cook, or it's just where you like relax a bit, isn't it? But for us, that's like double time, because
Do you want me to swap
go and grab him, because there's babies here too. So
right, so it's the next day now, and our French chic paint has arrived. Oh, it's nice and warm where you can sit in. The French chic plate has arrived, so we're basically going to test it out.
Are these all the different ones?
On the wardrobe, because we're going to have the wardrobe and our panelling, which is going to go here, exactly the same colour. So I also need to test it on the wall, really, don't I?
Boys are chilling here. Feels. We've just had someone come to give us a quote for a garage door.
Because we need to get the garage door changed. Because
there's a gap like that big in it.
Yeah, and
it's
it
letting
lets
all the cold in. You got a paintbrush? Oh wow.
Yeah.
Oh my god, how many?
By the way, this paint is safe to use around children.
Oh yeah, it's not it's water based, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's actually no smell to it. Oh god.
Oh, that's a nice colour.
Not you as well. Should we do the double scoop with both of you? This is what you call the double scoop. We had to learn this one pretty quick. 2 babies.
Fair play. These sample packets, they give you loads.
How much were they?
Like 95p.
Right, here's all the different ones. I appreciate it's hard on camera to tell, isn't it? They're all very neutral. Cool Beans, Cloud9, Pampers, Yorkshire Rose, Salt of the Earth, Granola. What's that one? Bunnikins, Stone in the Love. I really like granola.
Yeah.
Oh. I like Pampers.
Yeah, me too.
It's mad how different they look on the wall as well. Pampers is my favourite on the wall.
Yeah, same.
Is it?
Yeah. Oh god, did we just agree to something without arguing?
Yeah, we have. High five. Okay. I found my dupe aftershave. It was hidden away in the drawer. I lost this for a few weeks. This is my favourite and Ellen's. Ellen absolutely loves this. She bought it for me. Got me into it. Dupe Homme. Smells incredible and it's very cheap. When the boys were very little, I wasn't actually wearing any aftershave because I didn't know if it was too, like the smell of it was too strong for their senses because they're so small. But I've started wearing it again just on the back of my neck.
You found your dupe?
What'd you say?
You found your dupe?
Can you smell it already?
Oh my god. Oh!
I told you.
Where did you find it?
In my drawer. It's magically appeared.
We're washing these bottles. I'm going to express. And then we're going to go to town.
Bit of Christmas shopping, is it? It's a very miserable day, isn't it? Want chewing gum?
No, thank you.
Right, I know that we said that we weren't going to eat out anymore, but
It's Christmas.
it's Christmas and we're making an exception because this place we're going, Beefy Boys, sorry if it's windy by the way, does this Christmas burger. Have you had it before?
No.
Are you going to get it?
I don't know.
It's incredible. It's beef, it's got like stuff in, bubble and squeak, cranberry. Oh my god, absolutely insane. And where we're going now looks so festive. We're in another claustrophobic lift. Look at this, literally. Oh my god. Look at this seat we've got. Right by the burger sign. I got a salted caramel shake, Al got a vanilla. How is it? Look at this. Oh my god.
That's Tony's chocolate.
Is it? Where?
In there.
Is it?
It's Tony's salted caramel.
Mate, how am I going to eat this?
I don't know.
Look at the state of that. That is ridiculous. Have you had that one before?
Once, yeah.
Me and Al were just talking about like waking up for feeds in the middle of the night.
Yeah, nighttime antics with twin boys. So last night I went to sleep. We fed them at we did a 12 o'clock feed, didn't we?
Yeah.
Then we went back to sleep and then I woke up and was like, Fab, it's time to get up, And he went,
I was like, are you sure, Al? It doesn't feel like it. I told her the time and she went, I must be dreaming.
because it was like an hour later.
Yeah.
It
And she just had a go at me saying that she wakes me up all the time, when in matter of fact, by the time I've turned the lamp on, I look back across and she's there, mate, eyes closed, tongue out.
Sweet.
Sorry to cut that off, I literally just bumped into someone who I've not seen for years, who lived next to my brother, and he's probably watching this now, so Bradley, thanks for coming over, it's good to see you. We need to finish that story we were talking about.
You're probably watching this and thinking that's not even that funny, but when you're like delusional from having no sleep, this man, and Fab was just saying how like I'll wake up in the night because then two will be stirring, so I'll wake him up, ask him to turn the light on, which is the other side of the it's the other side of the bed, so he'll turn over, turn the bedside lamp on, and then he was just saying that by the time he's turned back over,
This is what I see.
I've gone back to sleep. I've gone back to sleep because I've looked at the boys and thought, oh no, they're still sleeping, so I'm going to go back to sleep, but not actually communicate that with Fab. So you just hear him like grunt and go, turn back over and turn the light off.
This is incredible, by the way, but I can't, there's no way I'm eating that by hand. Look at these. It's nice. Getting Ellen's brother some Christmas present. Time to do some baking. Right, step 1, heat the oven to 180. We've got a visitor who doesn't want to go for a nap. Look at it. Hello. Hey Noah. Guys, they are coming on leaps and bounds now. Look at his neck strength and head movement. Look at him. Where is our little tiny newborn gone?
Where's our premature newborn?
Yeah, they're huge.
They were only meant to be born 4 days ago. Their due date was 4 days ago.
I'm so glad though they're doing well. You're your mummy's boys, strong boys.
Babies. Oh, did you not dry your hands?
No, there's no tea towel.
Fab!
I did dry them as much as I can.
That's giving me the ick.
Right, is this big enough?
Guys, I think this is going to be a bit of a disaster.
No,
I
don't.
think it's going to turn into a cookie tray.
Was it 20 minutes?
The cookies are done. And just like predicted, they've turned into cookie bakes. And Fab also said that he thought they were done, but decided not to get them out of the oven. So now they've gone a bit hard. Oh, they look quite nice inside. They actually look really good, Fab. They look naff, but they taste really nice.
It's like 3 days now since we filmed. I have to apologise for the nature of this video. It's probably all over the place, but as you can imagine, with twins, we just have to film as and when we can. Elle's been busy this morning, haven't you?
Yeah.
What have you been
Getting
doing?
ready for Christmas, getting the table ready for Christmas.
Do you want to show them?
No, you can go and check out the reel that I've just made.
I can't believe it's Christmas this Sunday.
I know.
How mad. But we hope you've enjoyed watching us prepare for Christmas and feel festive and stuff like that. This is maybe our last video of the year.
Yeah, it is.
I think so. So thank you to everyone who supported us this year. It's been a crazy year. So much has changed and we just love seeing you all support us. It's amazing. If you've enjoyed this video, please leave a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and we'll see you in 2023.
In the new year. Bye.